Good morning, children. Welcome to your physics class. I hope everybody read the textbook. Last classes we were discussing about what is force. There are two type of forces: contact and non-contact forces. With example, in third class only. In this class, we have learning about the next term, pressure. You might have heard the word pressure. Don't be putting pressure. That is one way concept only. But here we define pressure and applications of pressure in our day-to-day life. We are observing, we are learning. We are going through your applications of pressure in your day-to-day life. So beforehand, what is pressure you have to understand. To understand pressure, I will introduce you some situations. Which part of the knife used to cut vegetables and fruits? You know, when you look at knife, it has two parts, one sharp and one blunt part. Use sharp part to cut fruits and vegetables. So we select a sharp part instead of blunt. Similarly, to fix a nail on the wall, which part you use? Pointed tip. The tip of the nail is pointed tip. Then you apply force on using hammer, apply force on the wide area part, head of the this pointer. So pointed tip fix keep on the wall and you apply force on the wide area. Similarly, when you carry bag, did you observe the strap of the bag has broad area? It has broad area instead of narrow. As a style, we are using sometimes narrow for some bags, but we will not carry much weight. Your textbook, there are number subject-wise books are there. Then a textbook is there. Altogether carry much weight. So that bag provided broad strap. The strap provided by the bag is broad only. Why these all situations? Then when you observe a building construction, foundation is wide. Broad, their wide foundation is area is small. These all cases, area is small. What is the difference between thin strap and wide strap? Area is small. Knife sharp edge, knife area is less. Some cases we use a wide area. Some cases we need a lesser area. That we are connecting with the term pressure only. So we know pressure is force by area. Force by area of contact. Area of contact. So force by area only pressure. So force by area gives a pressure. So when we consider first situation, knife, sharp area. Sharp means area less only. As area lesser, pressure will be high. So easily we can cut the vegetables. Then when you look at the foundation of building, wide foundation, area is more, then pressure will be less. Stability of the building is high. Then when we consider bike case, so your day-to-day life experience will bike. When you come to school, you carry bike. The strap of the bike is broad. Instead of thin strap, they give a broad. One thin string enough, they can give a cloth. They can give. Instead of that, they give a broad area strap. Why broad area given? Area is more. Pressure will be less. Because area is denominator of the equation. Force by area in denominator only. As area increases, pressure decreases. So pressure and area are inversely proportional. For a constant force, as area decreases, we can increase the pressure and vice versa. Vice versa means as area increases, pressure decreases. And as area decreases, pressure increases. So some cases we need to increase the pressure. Some cases we have to decrease the pressure. So for increasing or decreasing pressure, we have to change the area. By increasing area, we can decrease pressure. That's why buildings have a wide foundation. Then we can, for bag, knife, area is more. Then strap area is more, pressure will be less. But knife case, opposite only. Area should be less. Then easily we can cut the vegetables because pressure will be high. So these are the some applications of pressure in your day-to-day life. Then your textbook mentioned about liquid pressure and pressure in the case of gases. Liquid pressure. Pressure on liquids and gases. Liquids and gases, common name, fluid. Common name, fluids. So when we take a tube, glass tube, lower part cover with a balloon. You can cover with a balloon. Then fill water in the tube. So when you fill water, you can see that rubber balloon bulges out. As bulges out because of pressure exerted by the water on the walls of the balloon. Similarly, when you inflate a balloon, when you blow air, balloon expands, size bulges out because of pressure only exerted by the molecules on the walls of the container. Gases also exerts pressure in this, we can understand it. Then you put the hole on the water bottle. At equal level, water comes out equally in all directions. As in your textbook picture you can see, water comes out equally in all directions because of pressure only. On the other hand, when you put the holes at different layer, different height, bottle, when you put water at a different, when you put the hole at a different height, you can see that the water comes out here. Here water level, water comes out a it comes out a little distance only. On the other hand, here water comes out because here water pressure exerted by liquid is high on the walls of the container. So height is here water level height, when we consider here difference will be there. That's why pressure is more at the lower level than upper level. So water comes at a different we can see that at a different distance instead of same distance. But when we put the holes the same level, in all the side same level, water comes out equal distance and equal volume it deliver out. Water deliver out equal volumes. These all because of liquid pressure. And similarly, gases also exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Next time we are connecting with the pressure. You are experienced pressure only, atmospheric pressure. Before that, what is atmosphere? What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is envelope of air around us, certain kilometers from Earth's surface. Our here what will be completely air. We breathe in and breathe out. So that air around us as an envelope surrounded by Earth's surface. That envelope few thousands of kilometers it will be. That envelope of air what we call atmosphere. The pressure exerted by atmosphere is known as atmospheric pressure. So pressure exerted by envelope of air around us what we call atmospheric pressure. So before atmospheric pressure you know what is you must know what is atmosphere. Envelope of air around us. Then this pressure exerted by this envelope of air what we call atmospheric pressure. Then we consider one situation. We consider 15 centimeter into 15 centimeter area above your head. Above your head, 15 centimeter into 15 centimeter area above your head. this part. Textbook picture and all drawn there. This part you consider area. What is the area? Length into 15 centimeter into 15 centimeter. What it will be is 225 centimeter square. Is it? This area on your head part when we consider it exerts force of 225 kg weight. That much weight exerts on your head. But with 225 kg weight, if you are on your head, if you keep, what you will be crushed down. But here you are not crushed down. Your head not getting any injury or not crushed down because of air pressure, because atmospheric pressure. Why? Because your body inside a blood, blood pressure and outside pressure also same only. So your body not experiencing that pressure. Pressure inside our body and outside are equal. Pressure inside our body and outside equal in that case. So this we are not crushed out because pressure inside and outside are equal. Next one application. Then what will be in force? If you consider what is the unit of force? Newton. As previous class I told, unit of force is Newton. It will be about 2250 Newton force. That much force exerted on your head. 2250 Newton force. Weight 225 kg. Weight on your head. But you are not experiencing. You are not crushed because pressure outside and inside. Pressure outside means atmospheric pressure, and inside our body are equal. That's why it will be cancelled out. And equal in magnitude opposite in direction, like we can say, pressure cancelled out. This is what. Then next example in your textbook explain about the rubber sucker. Rubber sucker. Have you seen rubber sucker? To fix on the wall, we use a rubber sucker. Anything fixed on the wall. This rubber sucker, when we press it on the wall, certain air escape out between the wall and the cup part of the rubber sucker. Cup part of the rubber sucker, it goes out, escape out. Then pressure inside between the wall and the cup part less, pressure outside more. So when you take out, you have to apply certain force to overcome that pressure outside. Then only you can take out from the wall. So it is used to fix things on the wall. Rubber sucker, when we press on the wall, certain air escape out, certain amount of volume of air escape out. So pressure between air pressure between wall and rubber sucker cup part less only. That is the cup part less only, but pressure outside more. So it is very difficult to take out from the wall. To remove, we have to apply force. We should overcome atmospheric pressure outside. So these are the applications of atmospheric pressure in our day-to-day life. I hope everybody understand. You must read the textbook after listening class 2 or 3 times. You watch the class, then you read the textbook. So thank you, children. Important to fill in the blanks and what is atmosphere, what is atmospheric pressure. Then write the application of atmospheric pressure in your day-to-day life. Rubber sucker you can write. Then this all you have to underline from textbook and study. Read the textbook. Thank you, children.